Hey Cappies, welcome back, or welcome in if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining us and taking a listen. I hope you enjoyed this reading and or it resonates with you and your situation. I only ask, guys, that if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe at the bottom so we can get this channel up and running, especially with the funny, strange algorithms that YouTube has. All right, with that said, we're doing your reading, your weekly reading, what is it, the 20th or 21st to the 27th. Yep, that's it. All right, let's see, let's keep going. What's coming towards my Capricorn? Thank you. Let's get 2 more cards, please. Let's start this reading. Okay, 2 more cards, please. Thank you. And outcome. Outcome from my love, Capricorns. Thank you. Well, there's a Cappy energy. Kind of want to go in reverse, but I still know how I'm going to read this for you guys. All right, let us begin. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor and the 7 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Wands, which makes total and utter sense, and Hierophant. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say, and the Empress. Oh my God, I just noticed this. Okay, so right off the bat, this is what I'm going to say. I'm dealing with the power couple here. You and somebody else could be a power couple. You are either with each other on a break or about to meet one another. Don't know. We're going to go in. We're going to read these out, and then we're going to go ahead and clarify. This is just giving me the backdrop. So right off the bat, Empress, Emperor, I know I'm dealing with a major power couple or the capability of being one. You could also be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. Yourself, please don't remain fixed on the signs. In the recent past, there was some sort of fuckery, lying, betrayal, cheating. I don't know. But somebody was trying to manipulate the situation here. And it is definitely regarding a relationship. But in the outcome, and at the bottom of the deck, we had the 6 of Wands. Total and utter success regarding this situation. So that is the backdrop. That is the backstory from underneath the deck. I don't read the deck like other tarot readers where they say, oh, the influence, the energy. No. I read it as the backstory and what's coming down the pike. Now, what I do have here in the first position is actually the influence of the week, the actual situation, so to speak, of the week. You have 8 of Swords feeling stuck. Knight of Swords, someone coming in or rushing in without having thought of what they're going to say or do. And the 5 of Wands with arguments. So we have somebody here feeling stuck regarding arguments that came rushing in with this information. We're going to go ahead and clarify and see what that's all about, Cappies. Queen of Wands in reverse. You're dealing with a fire sign female here. As I said earlier, could be an Aries, could also be a Leo, Sagittarius. They're in the reverse position. You're sensing that they've kind of turned their back to you. You're no longer feeling the passion. You're no longer feeling the love because the fire sign female exudes passion. And this person in the reverse position has kind of turned their back to you and they're no longer giving you their passion. And for some reason, you just don't know why, but you're trying to heal from this situation and you feel utterly betrayed. This is your energy, King of Pentacles in the upright position. This is you being sturdy. This is you being grounded. This is you being steadfast. You are getting over this betrayal that you felt by a fire sign female. We're going to go in and clarify and see what that's all about. Now, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the 2 of Wands in reverse. You're feeling stuck. Now, mind you, this is what's going on behind the scenes. So, You're feeling stuck because you don't know which road to go down, but you're inclined to just drop this situation altogether. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is also telling me that you feel the lack of nurture. You feel the lack of love. And now you're thinking about taking care of yourself because you want to nurture yourself. And why do you want to do this? Because the Ace of Wands is telling me there is no start. There was a passionate new beginning, but it seems like it was a false start. However, the Ace of Wands still remains an opportunity, a possibility. So this could possibly turn in the upright position depending on you, your partner, or you together. We're going to go ahead and see. This is behind the scenes. It has not happened yet. It is in your future to come. Now, I also have the well in reverse. So in any regard, let me describe what the well is. The well describes somebody that is an Empress crossed with a Three of Pentacles. She is a creator. She is an initiator. She makes things. So this isn't exactly the card of pregnancy, but if you are pregnant, you are nesting now, and so you're planning and creating the nursery. You could be moving, and you're now planning on how to decorate. Because this involves everything creation. You could have started a brand new project that involves fashion, art, photography. You get the gist, guys. And you are planning that out. Whatever this is, in the advice position, and in the reverse, it's telling you this is what you need to do. Something needs to be created with your partner. And when I saw the Emperor before with the Empress, this tells me that you two are highly skilled in whatever it is that you do, that should you come together, you could be a serious, powerful couple and create your own business, your own industry, in fact, your own, whatever the case may be, your own company, your own projects, and you can merge them together. You create a hybrid. I don't know, guys. You will know. We're going to go ahead and clarify and see what this is. And that was very distinct messages I was receiving. It's not going to resonate with everybody because there's thousands of you Capricorns out there. You're going to understand for those who resonate. Now, the Devil was coming out sideways, so this tells me this is the challenge for you, but it was in the outcome position. Yes, this is also the card of Capricorn. But it also talks about toxic cycles. It also talks about toxic patterns, toxic behavior. Some of you are drinking and smoking too much because you're in this, where was it? You're in this mode. You're in Eight of Swords. You're in this weird mental jail. You're stuck in your head. But, you know, in the Eight of Swords, you see the swords are behind her. They're not in front of her. It's in your mind. It's in your head. In other words, I kind of like, everyone hates this card. I kind of like it. I used to hate it, but now I love it. Because now it tells me, you know what? It's in my head. Meaning there's a solution. I just got to figure it out. I just got to figure out what the solution is because this is just fleeting. It's not forever. So going back to the Devil over here, I feel and suspect, Cappies, that you're aware of certain patterns and behaviors that you do. You're aware of your toxic patterns. I'm not saying they are toxic or you are toxic. I'm saying that you're aware of what that problem in your relationship, situationship, job ship, whatever ship, you understand what's wrong with the ship. The rotor's broken. So now you got to go here and fix it. But you're thinking you're stuck and that there's no solution. But there is. That's why it's sideways. It's just a challenge. It's just not saying it actually is, which I kind of like it in that direction. There's also talking about sex, a lot of it. And maybe there's one, an issue with the sex, or two, you let sex take over your relationship and it became a problem where in the sense that that's what your relationship became all about, just the sex. And then you lost the love and the connection. And that's very specific. It's not going to apply to everybody, but for those of you out there, you're going to understand what it means to you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify everything. Now let's go over here. The rushing in, the arguing, the being stuck in your head. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. All right, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides. What are the messages for my Capricorn? What do they need to hear for this week? What should they know? Specifically knowing that, guess what? It's finally, we're out of the Mercury retrograde, so things are a little bit more stable. Things are going back as scheduled. Things are going back to normal, or no more miscommunications, full clarity. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Thank you. Yeah, so you're feeling stuck. You're having these arguments because you have over here the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups talks about sorrow, guilt, sadness, ruminating over what had recently happened to you. But, you know, there's two cups behind him that he obviously hasn't seen yet. It's just a matter of turning around and seeing him. Kind of reminds me like this Eight of Swords. If he took off the blindfold, because she's capable of doing that in this picture, as you can see. She's capable of taking those blindfolds off, and she's going to see that the swords aren't really in front of her. He just has to turn around. It's interesting because you have two fives. The two fives talks about you being in a state of transition. So aside from these, you know, sad, shitty feelings, they're also fleeting. And this is just a week. Yes, their energies could be last week, this week, 1 week ahead of you. You know it's a cycle. You understand in a cycle, it could be a month, 2 months. However, you are in this state of change. So what's next is the six. The six talks about moving on and getting over these issues. So let's see what else we can say about this. The moon. Somebody was holding secrets or keeping secrets, or one of you is keeping something secret. And this is in regards to somebody, the person that you were dealing with, which was a fire energy earlier. This person now is sort of kind of turned their back to you and not even listening to what you have to say. And this is making it even more challenging and more difficult for you, more burdensome. Boom. And it's put you in a position of hanging in this like position where you feel immobile. You feel sort of stuck. Not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do with these Eight of Swords again, you know? So the Hangman also, once again, talks about being in a state of transition and seeing something from a different perspective. In any event, moving on. Here you are, King of Pentacles, in your energy, getting over this Ten of Swords, over this fuckery, whatever it was, by this Queen of Wands who retracted their energy, their passion, their love for you, what have you, and it left you feeling betrayed. Simple spirit guides. Oh, that was fast. One of you is manifesting not only the healing, but this person to come back and resolve the situation. Yeah. And it's not changed from the bottom of the deck because I didn't have to shuffle much to get this information. They're saying no, move on. But this is basically what's going on. You're healing, they're healing, and now you're manifesting either A, a new future, or B, a resolution. Let's keep going. Yeah, the false start, wanting to nurture yourself, dropping the whole situation. But let's see what this is about. Universe, angel, spirit guides, please help clarify for my Capricorns. What is this Two of Wands? Thank you. What is this Queen of Pentacles? Yup. Yup. And what is this Ace of Wands, please? Thank you very much. Yeah. The Ace of Wands in reverse, if you remember, as I was saying earlier, the false start, you had a passionate beginning. It was an opportunity for both of you, but it didn't go far. Now it's being revisited. 100%. And I like it that it's happening now because it's post retrograde. So you're both seriously considering it because a judgment call needs to be made. But when there's a judgment regarding something that had stopped in its tracks, it's bringing the opportunity of the situation to come back again. If you see in the picture, these people are being raised from the dead by the angels. So it's as if your angel guides are resurrecting the situation and asking you, would you like us to resurrect this, you know, passion and new beginning again? It's truly up to you, Capricorns. And with you sitting here wondering, wanting to nurture yourself, you feel like you don't have enough of information, or you have secrets that you're afraid to share. It could be vice versa. It could be that person as well. Why I'm saying this and why I'm sensing this, you have secrets that you are afraid to share, that if you shared these secrets, this person is not going to look at you the right way anymore. They won't look at you as a strong pillar of sorts. But what it's saying is you need the actual strength to move forward. And, you know, either this person accepts you with these secrets or they don't at all. Then they're not meant for you. Peace out and goodbye. You don't need that anyway. King of Swords. Look at this. You haven't made a decision. So you're like, maybe I'm going to drop this. You're trying to ignore your emotions here. I'm just going to flat out say it. I'm sorry. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But as King of Swords, you're doing mind over matter. You're not allowing your emotions to make a decision. You're trying to use rationale and logic right here. 100%, because you have the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse is not making a choice. You're thinking about doing what you used to do, the patterns that you used to follow, what was tried and true for you in the past. So when you have this in the upright position, this is talking about embarking on a new road, the road less traveled, the road that you haven't done before. The old road is what you know, what you're familiar with, because for you it's less scary. But in the reverse, that's what you're doing. You're not doing the new start. You're going back to the old, and you're reverting to old patterns. That's why you have the devil over there. And you're using your rationale and your logic and your mind as opposed to your heart to make the decision, because people who do use their heart regarding a situation do take the new road. But it could be scary, especially when you have the moon here too, because this also talks about the fear of the unknown, the fear of the future. Guys, don't yell at me. I'm just a messenger. You use these as tools and you use them as you see fit. Now, your advice, creating something new with your partner, that's a possibility. And that's probably what you're probably scared to do. There's somebody in your midst that you find very powerful, that you feel that they could be your dynamic other half, and that you could create a beautiful future with, but that's scary to you because that's an intense emotion, firstly. And secondly, you don't know what that means because it's never happened to you before. But look at this. Holy shit. I love when the cards come out exactly as I read them. In the advice position, the Ace of Wands, the universe is introducing you a passionate new beginning again for you to start and create something brand new. But falling in the advice position, it's saying do it. Start a creative new journey. This could talk about starting a new business, following your dreams of something you wanted to do since a child, creating something you've always wanted to do. Now, if this isn't work related and this is love related, two things. This could be restarting what you had from the past that was like, it was wobbly. You could go back and fix it and make it sturdy, or you drop it all together and you move forward with someone else. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands. Somebody's rushing in with a passionate new message after there being a long period of stagnation, as well as the Six of Wands. Success. Very, very interesting. So you saw the Ace of Wands before that was in the reverse position. And now it's in the upright, and the universe is saying, what are you going to do? What's going to be your judgment call? Let's talk about this devil right now, shall we? All right. Why is the devil here, universe and spirit guides? I'll help my Capricorns understand. Why is the devil here? Thank you. All right. So, yeah. Okay. I get it. Don't shoot the messenger, Capricorn, because I love you guys very much. And you are the most generous and kind people, and are also misunderstood because you're quiet and you keep to yourselves. That people don't see the charming qualities that you have. And for some reason, I think you keep to yourself, you retract and you're quiet because you're afraid of what people think, or if you're going to get judged, or what have you. But it shouldn't really fucking matter what anybody says, thinks, or does. Because at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Now, this does talk to me about patterns. You're trying to repeat what you used to do in the past, to resurrect a firm foundation, to fix a marriage, to possibly get engaged, married, because this talks about marriage. This talks about foundation. This talks about moving in with somebody. This talks about solidifying a relationship. This talks about going from situationship to relationship. This talks about getting engaged, getting married. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's incredibly slow going. So what happens is you take 2 steps, you stop. You take 2 steps, you stop. During that energy, when you do the stop, you stop dead in your tracks because you're fearful, you're scared. So you want to check out your partner, your person, whether that's work or love. You want to make sure that you're making the right decision. You want to make sure you're making the right moves. So you take forward motion, but you also stop now, because depending on the energies of the people that you are dealing with, not everyone is like you and can understand your method. because you are moving so slowly, because you are moving in this direction, the other people that you're dealing with do not understand what you're doing, why you're taking so long, why are you dragging your feet, why are you going so slow. They retract their energies. They're like, oh, it's dead, it's not going anywhere. You know, it's funny, like a fire sign, for example. If it doesn't happen in like 2 days, it's like a dead and done, they've moved on. Where for an earth sign, slow and steady wins the race, and it usually does, because you've done your due diligence. So in any regard, it is saying that when you've made a decision, it's possible that Capricorn, you might have to just commit and just move. And if not, if you need to take this position where you need to just go slowly, you could advise your partner, your person, whomever you're dealing with, be like, listen, just be patient with me. I'm getting there, but this is my method. You either accept it or you don't. But with the devil, it's like you're holding it back and you're repeating old cycles, old patterns. You need to learn from all these other people and dealing with the collective in general in order for you to understand how things can change in any regard. Because it was sideways, that's just the challenge. I think you have learned. I think you are understanding. I think you are changing. I think you are moving in that direction, because still at the end of the day, this is going to happen. This is positive. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Page of Pentacles. You are getting that offer. This is also your card. This is also a card of Capricorn. You're either making an offer or they're making an offer to you. You have Ten of Swords in reverse. You've gotten over the past and the past betrayal. Let me see what else is under here. Yes, justice is coming your way. Legal matters are going your way. So if you've been betrayed in the past, legal issues are going to be going in your way. Five of Swords in reverse. You're not going to bother with the fuckery, the bitching, the complaining, the arguing. You're just going to cut your losses and be like, I'm over it. I don't even care. You know? And here's the Eight of Swords, which you eventually, I see you coming out of over here. Now, I want to pull an oracle card for you guys if I find them. Well, let's do a romance one. We have for my Capricorns, thank you. You deserve love. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of explaining how you do things, or, you know, it's just a matter of having a conversation. Be like, look, dude, just be patient with me. But this is just how it is. Yeah, free yourself. I mean, if there's any other card that talks about being the Eight of Swords, that's the one. That's the one that's putting you in that mental jail that you were putting yourself in. Where are you? Yeah, that Eight of Swords is that mental jail I was talking about earlier. You deserve love. That's right. Nobody understands. So you're misunderstood. I believe you're misunderstood, Cappies, and I think that this is what's going on. This is at the bottom of the deck. Codependency, which is also talks about the devil. Be careful you're not codependent on a specific aspect in your relationship. Oh, the sex is great, so we'll just have sex. No. Or the conversation's so great, I don't need the sex, I don't need the spirituality, I don't need this, I could just live with that aspect of the relationship. No, you need a healthy relationship. You need all of it. You can't be codependent on one avenue. This is just something I need you guys to follow. Again, Tarot is a guiding tool. I hope this helped, guys. And until next week, bye, Cappies.